This is where we talk about gratitude strategies or gratagees. How do you acknowledge, applaud, and appreciate the people who work for you? The Work Human Research Institute did a study, and in the respondents found that 21% of the people that answered have never been recognized at work. Never been recognized at work. 33% haven't been recognized for 6 months. Now, I don't care, and recognition doesn't look like, Mary, Barry, Larry. Terry, how are you? It's knowing your employees, it's catching them in the act of doing things well. Can you ever overthank employees? No. Not if you are specific and sincere. If you walk out of this program today, oh, that Lisa Ryan woman told me I needed to thank 5 people today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Was that 5? Check, done. They don't get it. They don't buy it. Or you might say, hey, Donna, great job. Donna's got no idea what was so great about it. You know, Donna, I saw the way that you handled that call with Mrs. Smith today, man. She was really irritated, and you just really, you calmed her, you solved her problem. Good job. You have a really good customer instinct. Now Donna knows exactly what she did. The second type, that sincere, honest appreciation, though, is what contributes to your bottom line. Because what gets recognized gets repeated. The more specific you can be, the better. Marshall Lasada did a study where he looked at the communication habits of teams. And what he found is on high-performing teams, there is a 6-to-1 positivity ratio. What does that mean? For every one thing that a person on this team would hear that's negative, they would hear at least 6 positives. And this isn't all, oh, yay, everything you do is so good. This is like, you know what? That's a really good start for an idea. Let's build upon it. 6-to-1. On an average performing team, it's 3-to-1. 3-to-1 is barely surviving. These people are basically rowing the boat fast enough so that it doesn't sink. But on a low performing team, 0.3-to-1. 0.3-to-1. These people are hearing 3 times more negatives than they are positives. It's kind of like being in bumper-to-bumper traffic. For every one person that smiles and waves and lets you in, there are 3 people honking on the horn and giving you the finger. Let's not make our workplace like that. And if you want a little bit more numbers, Gallup, yes, I bootlegged more pictures. Gallup has found that only about 30% of employees are actively engaged. These are your people who are bringing more value to the workplace than the money that you're paying them. They are your rock stars. You pretty much know who they are. They have connections. They have a best friend at work. They're the people that get the job done. About 50% of your employees are disengaged. Basically, they're doing enough work so that they don't get fired. You're pretty much paying them enough so they don't quit. It's an even balance. But then we have that bottom 20%, the actively disengaged. These are the poisonous, toxic, horrible people that suck the life out of the room when they walk in. And I can tell by some of your scrunched up faces, you know exactly who I'm talking about. The thing is, where your rock star employees light up the room when they walk in, your disengaged employees also light up the room when they leave. And not only are these people horrible and toxic to be around, they're also expensive. They cost you on average of $3,400 for every $10,000 you're paying them in salary. Money down the toilet. And who gets most of the attention? Think about it. Your problem children and your rock stars. But let's take a minute and talk about the group that is the ignored group, that middle 50%. I like to call them the steady Eddies. Because you know what? Eddie comes to work, he does his job, he goes home. He's not a problem child, not a rock star. What if, as his manager, you went up to him and said, you know, Eddie, I appreciate the fact that you're always here. Thank you. I can always count on you. Eddie might be saying, that felt pretty good. How do I get me some more of that? And you're starting to give Eddie the tools that he needs to become that rock star. On the other hand, think about where that bottom 20% is getting their recruits from. That 50%. These are the people, your steady Eddies. They're the ones that you can make the impact on. They're the ones that you can influence. And one of the ways that you can influence a steady Eddie or any of your employees, any of the people in your life, is the homework that you also have in your stack of stuff there. You all have thank you notes. Think about somebody who needs to hear from you today. Somebody's going to pop into your head. You say, I don't know. There's a reason that they did. You might say, but Lisa, I have 2 kids and I don't know which one to send the thank you note to. Well, yes, you do. But I have spare. When you tell somebody you appreciate them, you create a beautiful memory. When you write it down, you create a treasure. Post-it notes are some of your very best friends when it comes to catching people in the act. A well-placed smiley face on a post-it note at the right time, that's treasure.